guys! Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So yan, second day namin dito sa London at ang plan namin today ay magbabas kami. Alam mo yung bus? Yung nagtutour pa. Bus tour? Bahala na siya. Basta yun. Pero hindi pa sure. Asawa ko yun. Nagdo-doorbell kasi lumabas na siya. Iniwan niya ako. Sabi ko, saglit lang. Mag-vlog ako. So yan. So kanina umaga, umattend ako ng interview, 10 AM yun. So, ewan ko, makukuha ko yung trabaho na yun. So, we'll see. I will update you guys. And tara na, labas na tayo. At si Mr. ay nagmamadali na. Kunin ko lang yung jacket kasi wala akong jacket pa. So, ang suot ko today ay eto. So, yan. Ganyan lang. Parang, yan. Nike, whatever. Na pantaas, tsaka bag, at tsaka leggings pa yan, yan. Tapos, sapatos. Rubber. Skechers na white. So, yan. Yan lang yung pa-outfit natin. Although, malamig ngayon, guys. Malamig sa, sa labas. Kasi umuulan. Pero, magko-coat na lang ako. Pero, hindi ko alam po anong coat yung susuotin ko. Tingnan natin. Sabi ni Mr. suotin ko daw to. To. Kaya lang, hindi kasi parang bang hindi bagay. Or, eto na lang suotin ko. Siguro. Masyadong makapal naman yan. So, anyway, tara. Let's go. Sige. Are we not going to... Are we going to use the stairs? Oh, yeah. Alright. Baba na kami. Mag-stairs lang kami ni Mr. Ay. Kinabahan ako kanina dun sa interview talaga. Nakakakaba naman. Tatlo silang nag-i-interview sa akin, guys. Hindi isa, kundi tatlo. So, yun. Tatlo silang nagtatanong questions. So, yun. Tara. Sabi ng asawa ko, dyan daw nakatira si Boris Johnson. So, dyan. Ayan, lakad-lakad lang kami, guys. At ang aking camera ay madumi. Ayan. Hindi rin alam ng asawa kung saan kami pupunta. Walang plano to eh. Walang plano. Lakad lang. What's that? Huh? That. And what's that? Oh, look at that, guys. Ang daming police na nagkalat ngayon. Tignan nyo yung ano dito, yung mga building nila, nakakamangha, no? Ewan ko nakita, pero, yan, tignan nyo. Yan. Sana mamaya magpupunta kami dun sa palace. Dun sa labas lang, syempre. Yan. Yan yung Big Ben, guys. Under construction. At ayan na yung London Eye. Sabi ni Mr. babaraw kami. Dito yata kami. Woo! Makatakot. Baka malaglag ako, guys. So, ayan guys. Punta kami Pupiyar yata kami. Pupiyar talaga. What do you call that, babe? Boat tour or what? Oh. What's that? Cruise. The river cruise. Para syungak lang, no? Hindi ko talaga alam eh. River cruise kami, guys. So, tingnan natin. Yan, doon kami pupunta. Mister. Ayan, guys. City cruise yung tawag. So, I think we need to get a ticket. We need to get a ticket, babe. So, there's a return. That's, may mga kailangang bayaran. Ayan, guys. Boarding na kami. 5 minutes, alis na yung barko. Tara, let's go. Sanitize. Ayan, si Mr. I'm not running. No running now. Let's go. Diyan kami sasakay, guys. Yan daw. Is it a lot? There's nothing. Just a few. Yeah. Nandito na kami. Sumster. Big Ben. Ayun nga si Big Ben. Under construction si Big Ben. Let's see. Yan. Under construction. Okay. Pili tayo upuan. Dami ng upuang bakante. Ayan guys. Paalis na tayo. London Eye.
Inside the Sea Life London Aquarium, where you can feed a stingray, walk underneath a tropical ocean, or have a laugh with a clownfish. County Hall.
Ayan guys, yung London Eye. Nasa harapan natin. Si Mr. Inaan to. Ang laki-laki niya. Pakita ko sa inyo. Ang laki-laki niya nasa harapan namin. May mga passenger pa yata nasasakay dito.
Downriver to Tower Pier, you all have a couple of options. The first option is I can press play on the pre-recorded audio guide supplied by the company. Now that works with a GPS tracking system. It is your live commentary. Your second option is I myself, as a crew member, can share some of my local knowledge if you want. So a quick show of hands, who would like me to press play on the machine? Now a quick show of hands of who would like me to share some of my local knowledge. A few more, so I'll give it a go. I must warn you all, I am not a tour guide, I am only a member of crew. So if I do get anything wrong today, please feel free to keep it to yourself. Okay? We'll start off just ahead of us. We have the Westminster Bridge. If you follow the bridge over to the right, you will see the Houses of Parliament. And what I call at the moment, the Tower of Scaffolding. Now most people know this as Big Ben. It's actually called the Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben is the name of the bell inside of the tower. They named it after the Commissioner of Works at the time, Sir Benjamin Hall. They said that he quite resembled the bell. He was short, fat and very loud. Now it's a good job they didn't name it after his brother, because his brother's name was Richard. Not everyone will get that. Just ahead of us, we've got our old county hall. Over there now you'll find a Shrek's Adventure, a London Dungeon and a Sea Life Aquarium. And of course, coming into view on your right, we have the London Eye. Now we received the London Eye in the year 2000. It was only meant to be here for a few years. But on a busy summer's day, the London Eye can make up to £250,000 in one day. Hence why it's still standing here in 2021. The wheel itself consists of 32 pods, not just a random number, it's because we have 32 boroughs of London. Now it has become very popular for the gentlemen to propose to the ladies. Lads, if you're thinking of doing this, I will warn you now. You get into one of them pods, surrounded by 23 complete strangers. It will then be the longest 15 minutes in your life to get to the top. They will stop the wheel for you if you're going to propose. So you'll get to the top, you'll get down on one knee, and if she says yes, a very big if. Well, unfortunately, it's all downhill from there. Just ahead of us, we have a bridge. This is called the Charing Cross Railway Bridge. If you follow the bridge over to the left, you will see the Charing Cross station. Now that building is meant to look like a steam train coming out of a tunnel. Now I have found that if you tilt your head to the side and squint one eye, you will notice it looks nothing like it. Right, whatever medication that architect was on, definitely not some. So back to the bridge. Either side of this bridge are 2 footpaths. These are called the Golden Jubilee footpaths. Now what we like to do, as we go under the bridge, we give the people a wave on the bridge. Now we do this for good reason, believe me. It keeps their hands busy. Hello? Hello? You having fun up there? We are. We're on a boat. So like I said, there's one either side, so we'll try again this side. Hello? Give us a wave. That's it. If they don't wave back, don't worry. It just means they're from London. Now, not only did we go beneath a railway line, we actually went over one at the same time. Beneath us is the Northern Underground line. And to our right, we have a large building there behind the trees. That's known as the Royal Festival Hall. Many great celebrities have played inside that hall, including Frank Sinatra, Amy Winehouse, Michael Jackson. Now they all sadly have one thing in common. They've all passed away. We are currently waiting for Justin Bieber to play at Festival Hall. On your left we have this stone obelisk. This is known as Cleopatra's Needle. That is in fact the oldest thing in London you will all see today. It is over 3,500 years old. I've been told there is a sister stone in Central Park in New York. And just ahead of us we have the Waterloo Bridge. Now I know this one as the Ladies' Bridge. Reason being, during the days of the war, when all of the men were away fighting, there was a more than 90% women workforce that built this bridge. Okay, so well done the ladies. We also used a very clever self-cleaning Portland stone. So when it rains in London, which is sadly quite often, the bridge itself gets a little clean. Compare the underside of the bridge to the outside, you might notice it. We used the same stone on Buckingham Palace and also St Paul's Cathedral. The building to your left, behind them trees with the green dome on top, that's known as Summerset House. And this is where once in England we kept all of these certificates for births, for marriages, and also all the death certificates. I've been told it got the nickname the Hatcham, the Matcham, and the Dispatcham, Summerset House. Over to our right, we have our pride and joy, our National Theatre. That's the building with the electronic screen on the front. Now, if you ask me, I think it looks like a multi-storey car park, but inside of that building it's meant to be beautiful. Coming up on the left, very shortly you'll see a white ship. Now that's called the HQS Wellington. It is now a floating livery hall for the Honourable Company of Master Mariners. So it's basically a drinking club for retired sea captains. To be a member of this club, you do have to be a captain at sea for over 10 years. On our right, you will see something quite special, ladies and gents. We do have one of London's finest beaches. Yes, we do have beaches in London. That one's called the South Bank Riviera. Behind our lovely sun-kissed beach, them white buildings you can see, they're the ITV studios. So you all could be on TV as we speak. You're in the backdrop of programmes like ITV News and This Morning and so on. So by all means, give them a wave. You might find yourself on TV. Of course, if you're with someone you're not meant to be with, then just look the other way. Looking on the river wall now, on the left, just below them lampposts, you may be able to see the green lions' heads with rings in their mouths. Now, we used these lions' heads many years ago as early flood warning systems. Now, how we use these, I will explain. The local bobbies, the police, they would have patrolled the river wall, and when the water started to touch the lion's head, they would run along to a small blue telephone box. They would then call all of the local underground stations and get them to evacuate, because back then we was prone to flooding. Now they used to say a little poem. It goes something like this. When the lions' heads are drinking, London is sinking. When it's up to its main, London is down the drain. And when the lion's head is ducked, well, London is completely flooded. Just ahead of us, we've got a set of bridges. These are called the Blackfriars Bridges. The first one is a road bridge. The second one is a railway bridge. Now, I know this part of the journey as the Tunnel of Love. Yeah, they say if you kiss a loved one, as you go through, you then get many years of happiness. So don't be shy, pucker up and kiss your loved ones. Okay, so ladies, get your lipstick out. Okay, wait until we're in the arch.
Kiss me.
Okay, go on, kiss away.
Come on.
If you've left your loved ones at home, you could always try kissing your husband or wife. That works the same way. If there's any single ladies on the boat, you're more than welcome to come up and kiss me. And if there's any single men on the boat, you can also come up and kiss the captain. Now, coming up on the right, we do have the old Bankside Power Station. That's the large building we can see with the chimney in the centre. It is now the Tate Modern Art Gallery. It is completely free to go in there. You can spend all day walking around looking at all the different modern arts, and it won't cost you a penny. Now, with a quick show of hands, is there any modern art fans on the boat? I think that explains why it is free. Okay, so I won't say no more about that. Get your cameras out, ladies and gents. Look to the left. A lovely photo opportunity of St Paul's Cathedral. That's the dome-shaped building with that golden cross at the top. That was designed by a man called Sir Christopher Wren. The footbridge just ahead of us, this is called the Millennium footbridge. Now I know this one as the Wibbly Wobbly. Reason being, the same day that this bridge was opened, it was closed by the Metropolitan Police because it was swaying so much the people could not walk across it without falling over. Hence the nickname, the Wibbly Wobbly. Now the architect who designed the bridge, he said that there is nothing wrong with the Millennium footbridge or the way it was built. It is just the way these Londoners walk. Coming up on the right, we have the replica of Shakespeares Globe Theatre. And that is the white round building with the timber frames and the straw thatched roof. This is where they now reenact some of Shakespeare's famous plays, like Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth and so on. Over to the left, the building just before the next bridge with the 4 columns at the front. This is known as Vintners Yard or Vintners Place. Any alcohol to be sold in the UK must be tried and tested before it's put on the shelves. That is the building where it's done. I do know someone that works in there, and he does overtime every day. The bridge we're about to go under, this is called the Southwark Road Bridge. I've been told it is the least used bridge in London because of the poorly designed one-way streets leading up to it. You may have noticed only commercial drivers really use it, so delivery drivers, cab drivers, etc. Something a bit more interesting, now to the right, just before the next bridge, you'll see a small brown building with red windows. This is the Anchor Pub. Now that pub was established in the year 1615, so it's very old. Many celebrities often drink inside of that pub, well worth a visit. Now the bridge we're about to go under, this is called the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. To be honest, ladies and gents, there's nothing really special about the bridge itself, apart from that it's green and it stops the trains falling in. But located under the bridge to the left, through them glass windows, is a health and beauty spa. You may see some semi-naked people laying down on the beds. Yes, believe me when I say some days are better than others. Of course, most days you wish you never looked. One for the children now. Have a look over to the right. You'll see a pirate ship. This is the replica Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hind. He was the first Englishman to circumnavigate the globe. It now sits in a dry dock, so the children can jump on board, run around pretending to be little pirates, while the adults sit next door in the pub, also running around drinking, pretending to be pirates. Sticking to the right, in between the buildings and behind the trees, very shortly you will see the Southwark Cathedral. And of course, just ahead of us, we do have another bridge. Now, does anybody know what this bridge is called?
London Bridge.
That's it, London Bridge. Believe it not, people travel all over the world, thousands and thousands of miles to see London Bridge, and this is what you get. I mean, I know it's a beautiful bridge, but they often mistake it for the next one, which is Tower Bridge. If we look over to the right, up into the sky, you will see the Shard of Glass. This is the tallest building in the UK. Inside of the Shard you'll find a hotel, restaurant, casino, bar, and at the very top there is a viewing observation platform. I've been told it's quite expensive to go up there. On the left we've got this small building fully made out of glass. I've been told that's the headquarters and offices for apprentice window cleaners. Just next door to that, the yellow bricked building with the golden fish weather vanes at the top. That's our old Billingsgate fish market. The new Billingsgate is downriver in the place we call Canary Wharf. But behind our old Billingsgate, that building that looks like a walkie-talkie, at the very top you might be able to see all the people up there. Now up there is a free sky garden. It won't cost you a penny to go up there. All you have to do is reserve your booking online. So just Google search the sky garden, it'll come up. Now back over to the right. Some of you might not be able to see this one because it is highly camouflaged. The naval warship. Yes, that's called the HMS Belfast. It was built in the same yard as the ill-fated Titanic in the Harland and Wolff Company shipyard. It's now permanently moored here. It's actually part of the museum. So if you want, you can go onto the ship and explore, visit all 9 decks, every single quarter. You can even go into them gun turrets, you can see. The main guns, they're capable of firing 100-weight shells up to 14 land miles. So they are quite impressive. However, they're no good to me because my ex-girlfriend, she lives 15 miles away. So they don't quite reach. Also coming up on the right, we've got this small glass round building. That is the Mayor of London's office. Sadiq Khan is our Mayor of London at the moment. That's where he works. Well, at least that's where he turns up to work. What he does, I don't actually know. Moving on. Just ahead of us, we've got the iconic Tower Bridge. This was opened in 1894. It's part suspended, part bascule, so the 2 centre parts of the bridge can be raised to let large vessels through. The bridge itself is only closed for 1 day of the year. Does anybody know what day that is? No. It's the day of the London Marathon, because the bridge is part of the course itself. Now, I thought it would be quite interesting if we open the bridge halfway through the marathon.
So yeah, guys, hindi na kami napasyal. Balik na kami dun sa, cruise. Balik na kami. Kasi wala rin naman, wala kami pupuntahan eh. Marami, pero ganun din yun. Let's go! Where's the ticket? So, ayan guys, nandito na kami. Sa baba na lang kami ngayon kasi ang lamig sa taas. Ang hangin-hangin, ang lamig-lamig. Kaya dito na lang kami pabalik. Kung saan kami sumakay kanina, dun din kami babalik. So, 35 pounds yata yung binayaran namin. Or 33, 42 na yun with return. Yun. So, yan. Ngayong araw, hindi namin lang kung saan pa kami pupunta. Basta, sama lang kayo sa amin. Ayan guys, hindi ko na alam kung saan kami pupunta. Sabi ng asawa ko, mall daw. Pero ang pronounce niya is the mall. The way he pronounces like the mall. So, yan. Yan, ito kami ngayon sa ano to? Hindi ko mabasa, guys. Sa palace yata to. Ito na yata yung pupuntang palace. So, let's go. Let's go. Steve. Oh, sawa ko talaga. So, sino siya? Siya ay si... Who is that?
Captain Cook.
Captain? Is this the Captain Cook? In Peter Pan? Ano daw yan? Si Captain James Cook. Yan. Parang sa Peter Pan, ano? Let's go. Uulan na. Let's go. Guys, I have the feeling na ang palace ay sarado. Hindi pwede siya ngayong bisitahin. Kasi may marathon yat daw nagagawnapin sa bakuran ng palace. So, ayan yung gate ng palace. Ayan. So, ayan. Hanggang gate lang tayo, guys. Nandito tayo sa St. James Park. Yan. Queen Victoria Memorial. Where's the palace?
That's where we walk to.
Where? We walk.
Here. And that's where we come down.
Where's the palace?
There's Nelson's Column. The palace is there. Yeah.
Oh, ito pala yung palace, guys. So, nandito tayo sa gate.
The mall.
The mall. The mall. Guys, mamamatay na yung camera ko. Lobat na. Hindi ako nakapag-charge kagabi. Kahapon pa to. Yan. Ayan guys, so kakain kami. Nandito kami sa Four Seasons ngayon. Chinese restaurant shop. At syempre na naman ako. So yan, order kami. Nag-gusto kami. Yung camera ko almost empty na yung battery. So yan. Tingnan natin kung saan tayo makakarating. Ayan guys, kauuwi lang namin. Diyos ko. Ay, nag-Jollibee kami. Ito na yung bali dinner namin. Siyempre, Jollibee. Yan, nanood kami na The Prince of Egypt. Ang ganda. Napakaganda. Yan. So, gustuhan namin. So, yun. Di namin alam kung nanood pa ulit kami ng ibang palabas bukas or hindi na kasi nanood na kami ngayon. Hindi yun kasama sa plan ngayong araw na to, pero nanood kami. So, syempre, dahil nga na na-lobot yung camera ko, hindi ko kayo nasama kung saan ako nagpunta. So, nagpunta rin ako ng Primark. Syempre, bumili ako ng coat. Syempre, hindi mawawala ang Primark. Favorite shop ko yun. Primark. So, yan. Kakain lang kami, mga sis, mga kuya. Mga ganun talaga na. Kain lang muna kami kasi gutom na kami ng oras na. 11:00 na ng gabi. Wala pa kaming kain. Isang beses pa lang kami kumain. Maghapon. Isang beses pa lang. Hindi, dalawa pa naman. Nag-breakfast kami. Tapos nag-dinner kami nag-lunch kami ng 2 o'clock. Tapos ngayon na 10. So, ilang oras na kaming walang kain. Yan. Sikain muna kami, guys. Ang in-order ko ay sa akin Jolly hotdog, yung kay Mr. E. Chicken burger. Ayan, chicken burger niya. Nabis ko talaga ng Jolly hotdog. Meal yung binili ko para may fries at saka may drinks na rin. Pero magulo. Magulo ang kwarto. Yan, sige. Kain muna. Tara, kain tayo guys. Kain tayo. So, yan guys. Nakakain na kami at alas 12 na. Alas 12 na lang gabi. Hating gabi na. Patutulog pa lang kami. Yun. So, lamig. So, bali, ayun. So, bukas ulit. So, sana nagustuhan niya itong video na. Ba't nawawalan? Babe! What's happening? Ba't talaga itong asawa ko? Misigaw na tuloy ako. So, yun guys. Yun yung video for today or vlog for today. So, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Bye!